Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top 4 seeds a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler. You're in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. That's some decision to start this game. You roll the dice on the opening kickoff. You steal a possession and set up your offense with momentum. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype for the playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
A pop pass on a jet sweep. He's across the 25. Stiff arms the man. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. They go with a direct snap. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Oh, and the onside kick works to perfection. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Personal foul gives the offense a fresh set of downs. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Defense is coming after him. Oh, that one's picked off. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Solid run. They'll bring him down to the 28-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. They'll run it to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Has the first down still on the move. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds, but the defense was short of the first down marker. Short completion, a third down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Looking to right, this one caught. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. And the Commodores will have 1st and 10 here. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. This quarterback on fire today. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown. Chris, what just happened here? I'm in awe of this coach's sheer boldness. Going for an onside kick when you're up by a few scores? Wow. That's all I can say.
Quick juke to get free. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Pass caught. Can he get in? No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Commodores. Well, a touchdown to a wide-open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Hokies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
How about this run here by this Virginia Tech running back to be able to pick up this first down? And, man, they've had a lot of speed.
And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Willingham. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Keeping it on the ground here. Makes a nice move there. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Well, Kirk, it's Vanderbilt on top right now. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Running back grabs it on a screen. Good job with the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Has the first down and more. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made at the 32.
Boy, what a run here. I mean, the guy's got speed. He's elusive. He has the ability to escape. Here the quarterback became a one-man disruptor and had the defense on their heel.
On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Catch made by the tight end. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Commodores will look to convert here on fourth down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. First down here for this offense. Linebacker shifting around now. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I really like the route here of the receiver. And in the quick game, it's all about timing. Quarterback this time puts the ball behind him, making it tough for the receiver to get back to make the catch.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Dropping back. It's Johnson. He'll throw it now. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a fourth down call. The Hokies will send their punt team onto the field. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. And the quarterback keeps it here. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. Heads out of bounds after another big gain and a first down. This defense has not been able to stop the quarterback run today. And the Commodores' offense is on the move now. Looking to throw it on first down. looking for the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
He's running out of time here. He's hit just before the throw. And the ball is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Dropping back, it's Johnson. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. The clock is still running. I'll have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. And he'll set up to throw. Bringing pressure. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. The Hokies will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And they've got the returner corralled. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Gets the first and still running. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. So one play moves the ball to the 41. Another first down. Quarterback drops back. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this set.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. The Commodores will line up to kick it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it on the move. He pulls it in for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. He's got it for a big game. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. We'll talk strategy here. First and 10 now for the offense. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Or it's snapped to the back. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the pick up big yards and touchdowns.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now.
Wow, the kicker deserves a lot of credit here. He placed the ball perfectly. All you have to do is keep the ball in bounds and then hope for a favorable bounce.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Commodores.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick.
Virginia Tech, 14.
The ball carrier recovers it, and the offense will keep possession.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here, but they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out. And for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. The Hokies will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. Quarterback still with the football. A quick juke. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incomplete. Second down coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's looking to scramble. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2. And the Commodores hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th. Inches. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Eludes a tackle. Creative running there. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And this one is getting ugly.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Well, the onside kick is recovered, and the gamble pays off.
Chris, I can't believe they recovered that. That's one of the toughest things to do, is to recover that onside kick. But perfect timing here. That ball went up into the air, and the kicking unit got on top of it.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. 3rd down play for this offense. Direct snap to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Well, they run the football here. I thought he might have enough room to be able to extend and get across that 1st down mark, but he's going to be a couple yards short. Good job by the defense at having awareness of space there and knew exactly what they needed to do to bring him down.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Commodores begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Important 2nd down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Using his legs on the scramble. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Slides to avoid the big hit. And the Commodores churn out another 1st down. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. Caught near the goal line. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. Commodores will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting...
Touchdown, Commodores. To stretch the lead, the route is on. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the 2nd half.
Now, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the 2nd half. Well, how about that? Man, you don't see that happen hardly ever with an onside kick coming up exactly the way it is drawn. Great execution on this one. Let's see what they can do with this extra possession now.
He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here comes a handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And the Commodores hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Trying for a 4th down completion. He eludes the rush. Looks like he's going to run it. And he heads out of bounds after another big scramble. This defense has had no answer for the quarterback runs today. See what the call is on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, you know, this red era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Fresh set of downs. 1st and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And the route is on. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
Pressure is coming, and he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Well, Kirk, it's Vanderbilt on top right now. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle, a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. So let's get back to the action. 1 quarter away. What would be an impressive CFP statement? They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion. And the Hokies line it up with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down play coming up for this offense. We go with a direct snap. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. They're going to run it here. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. And right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
The Commodores come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about.
Hold it. Open.
Costly hold nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And the ball to the ground. Looks like the defense has it. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
42 Spider.
Looking downfield. It's Johnson. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he's got his man open downfield. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points. And here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Hokies bring their punt team onto the field. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Second down play coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's past the 45. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to plus 40. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
And they pick up the 1st out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And the Commodores looking to use the up-tempo offense here. 2nd down, they're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a 1st down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Already got the 1st down, but look. Moves the ball to the 37. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. In the clear at the 25. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. Commodores looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Touchdown, Commodores. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Getting set to take the ball off now. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. first down here for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And here comes a deep shot. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run, he'll let it go. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
That completion sets up a second down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. And the defense stops the clock with a timeout. 24 seconds remaining.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and